Who's the opposition? I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. The Democrats in Congress played this to perfection, force enough Republicans to go along with a bloated omnibus spending bill, or else be home late for Christmas and perhaps shut down the government in the process. And let's fly in the president of Ukraine to help push folks over the edge, since funding to help his country in the war against Russia is part of the plan. Party control of the House, of course, flips to Republican hands in less than 2 weeks. And naturally, GOP members of the House urged their Senate colleagues to not go along, to give them some say in the process after January 3rd. But of course, that was ignored. This is nothing new, as we've noted here before. The last time Republicans held both chambers of Congress, the Senate was notorious for ignoring bills passed by the House, which in part led to Democrats regaining the majority in that chamber midway through the Trump administration because of what the public perceived as inaction by House members. What was interesting this time was a declaration by one group of House Republicans that they will refuse to support and, in fact, will work to block future pieces of legislation sponsored by any Republican senator who voted to help this omnibus bill pass, either in the procedural or final vote. And that's no idle threat, since Republicans will only have 222 members. They can only afford to lose 4 on any issue, so it won't take much, should these members keep their word, to cause a real problem. Now, some of this has to do with how they took control of the House. The possible future Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, points out repeatedly that their goal was to fire Nancy Pelosi as Speaker, and they have done that. Great, but instead of running against someone personally, perhaps you should have run on what you would do once there. Specifically, not with some broad generalities. A positive agenda helps galvanize a base, whether of voters or representatives, to actually take action, agreed upon action. Now, to be fair, when Pelosi regained the gavel, she had the same issue. So do all the get Trump folks who have nothing else on an agenda beyond that. As I have noted before, it's sort of like the dog who chases cars. When he finally catches one, he doesn't know what to do with it. Same here. Republicans may have a majority in the House starting in January, but it does not mean smooth sailing, either with the Senate, as proven by this omnibus mess, or within their own chamber. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, December 22. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Parler, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.